Okay, this week we will focus on verb hacking. Okay, verb hacking. Usually when you refer to your table, the verb hacking from columns 12 to 14 kan? 12 to 14. It's not really about the verbs tau. It's about the suffixes of the verbs. Okay? And the suffixes of the verbs are all the subjects of the verb. Subjects of the verbs maksudnya it means the doer, the one who does the action. Okay? So why do we hack verbs? Okay? Why do we need to hack verbs? Because of two reasons. Okay, before I go there, when we meet a particle, when we see a particle inna, for example, do we need to hack inna? Do we need to hack inna? Do we need to hack fi? Why don't we need to hack inna or fi? Because there are no roots to hack it. Okay, there are no roots to there is no reason to hack. The reason we want to hack things is because it's rooted. Okay, fi is not rooted, inna is not rooted. We don't hack, we just copy the meanings. What's the meaning of inna? Indeed, we just refer to the word hacker and we get the meaning. Okay, in at is the meaning for fi. So when it's not rooted, we don't hack. We only hack whatever is rooted. Okay? Are particles rooted? No. Okay? Nouns and verbs are rooted. That's why we have to hack. Okay? And it's not really easy to hack the verbs. Okay? Except when they are three letters. Three-lettered verbs. Okay. There are two reasons why we hack verbs. First is because of the verb pairing. Why we hack verbs? Because verbs are always paired with something. Okay? When there is a verb, there must be a, what do you think? When there is a Sharif Dul, there must be a Piramli. Okay? Actually, that's not correct. but you all understand the drift. So when there is a Piramli, there must be, when there is a Sharif Dul, there must be a Piramli. When there is a Piramli, tak mesti ada Sharif Dul kan? Kan gitu kan? Dia kalau ada Sharif Dul mesti ada Piramli. I don't know, I haven't watched all the movies. Anyway, verb is always paired with the subject after it. Okay, when there is a verb, there is always a subject. Okay, in short form terms, we will be calling this VS. Okay, when there is a V, there must be an S. Okay, so in English and in Malay, it's different. Sleep, tidur, these are verbs, but are there subjects inside? There's no subject here. There's no subject. There's no he, they, she, dia, aku, engkau. Tak ada kan? But in an Arabic verb, when you have sleep, which is nama, okay, nama, it doesn't mean sleep only. It also means he. It also means he. Okay, which is referring to huwa. Okay, understood from the absence of a suffix at the end of the verb. Okay, at the end of the verb. So every verb has a subject. Okay, so let's write the meaning here. Sleep or slept, because it is in past tense, and this one is he. So when I want to say they slept, what do I say? Nama plus, so the subjects of verbs, which column do you look at? Which column? Is it 12? 12, right? So what is the affix for they? Waw alif, right? See the waw alif there? Waw alif. Right? Subjects. Because we want to talk about they. We are not talking about them. We're talking about they as subjects. Alright? So nama plus waw alif. When you plus this and this, the shakl, the baris will change to na mu to follow the waw. Okay? You don't say na mau. You say na mu. Na mu. Okay? A clearer example, okay, I will erase this and I will give you a clearer example, will be they ataupun daraba. Okay, I want to say they hit. Okay, so how do I say they hit? Based on the example, the previous example that I gave you. So daraba plus waw alif is equal to darabu. Is equal to darabu. Okay. So what is the meaning of darabu? They hit. Okay. They hit. So is darabu one word? Yes, right. And is they hit one word? No. But I just did a one word here. Okay. So in Arabic, verbs, you need to hack verbs because the subject and the verb dah diijab kabulkan. So they become one. They got married. So when they got married, as if they are one person. So you cannot differentiate kan. Orang baru kahwin kan dah macam dah terlalu mesra sangat. You can't differentiate. They are as if they are one. In Arabic it's like that. Subject and verb, they married, and you, for a beginner, you just can't differentiate. It's not easy. That's why you have to hack the verb. So that's the reason number one. You have to hack a verb because the verb pairs up with a subject. The verb pairs up with a subject. Okay. If I were to change, okay, if I were to change daraba plus whom, okay, if daraba plus whom, it becomes no, take it literally. Don't change anything. it becomes darabahum. Okay, darabahum. Okay, so what's the meaning of darabahum? Okay, this is hit. This one is them. Okay. Okay. So hit them. Are you sure you're correct? It cannot be hit they, right? It cannot be they hit, right? Why cannot it be they hit? Why can't it be they hit? How do you say they hit? Darabu. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go back and kita emphasize balik what did I say just now? Every verb must have a subject. Okay. Now just think and look at this verb, daraba plus hum. Is there a subject there? So how do you know that there is a he in daraba? Because there's no suffix at the back here. But is this a suffix? Home is a suffix, right? So there is a suffix. So what do we really mean when we say that there's no suffix here? This suffix comes from column 16. This suffix has to come from column 12. This suffix is called subject pronoun. This is called object pronoun. Okay. So when we say that there is no suffix, we mean there is no suffix subject pronoun which is referring to he. Okay. So there is a he here which is the subject. Okay. So when there is a he here, what does the word darabahum means? He hit them. Okay. So you start with V, and then you start with the S, and then V second, and then O third. Okay. So the pairing of the verb, it always pairs up with a subject, but it can also include an object. Okay. How do you differentiate them? By looking at columns 12 to 14 for all the tenses, and column 16 for the objects. Column 16 for the objects. Okay. I will give another example before we go to the next point. Okay. Try to give the meaning for darabna. How do you hack darabna? So this darabna, which column is it in the word hacker? So you have this in 16. You also have it in, you also have it in 12. So is this 16 or 12? Okay. So try to look at column 12. What is the third root? What is the stroke for the third root? Is it 12? Is it 12? 12, yes. Sukun. 12 has a sukun. So if you look at column 12, you have the three roots, and then you have na, and there's a sukun there, right? Okay, this means, this is new information, this means that whenever you see a verb plus a na, how do you differentiate that this na is 12 or 16? When there is a sukun, it's absolutely 12. Okay, it's absolutely 12. When the na is 12, what's the meaning of darabna? We hit, right? So we hit. Okay, we hit. Okay, how do, if I were to say okay, how do I say we hit ourselves? Dia macam pisang gitu lah. We hit ourselves. Okay, we take one by one. We hit macam mana? Darabna. Okay, so we hit is darabna, and then we want to add ourselves, or we hit us. Us dalam bahasa Arab apa? Na kat belakang kan? So dia jadi na kat belakang. Banana, right? So darabna na. Darabna na. I don't think anyone says this, but I'm just trying to drive across a point. Darabna na. So where is the subject? The first na. The second na is the object. The verb is daraba. See that? V S O. V S O. Okay. The point from all this is to tell you that every verb has a subject. Always has a subject, and sometimes has an object. The second point is how do you differentiate between the subject and object? Okay, I'll give you the last one. This one needs a few trials, but I'll give you the last one. What do you think darabana means? Huh? He hit us. Okay, he hit us. Where is the he? Is it there? No. There's nothing after bar. There's no subject pronoun after bar. Okay, because there's no subject pronoun after bar, it becomes he, and then you said this is us, and this is hit. Okay, so you have a VSO, right? You have a VSO there. Now explain to me what is the difference between this and this. Okay, there's a fathah before the na. When there's a fathah before the na becomes subject or object? Object. When there's a sukun, the na becomes subject. Alright, that's how you differentiate between subject and object. Alright, so that's the reason number one you need to hack verbs, because the verbs sometimes is monogamous with a subject, sometimes is polygamous with an object also. So yeah, so those 2 points, okay, sometimes VS, sometimes VSO. So that's the first reason. The next reason we will go after this, we will refer to the form, the table that you just got. Okay, we'll take a break for 5 minutes and we'll continue.